Yo, I'm back here with another episode, my third episode running today. I know y'all probably been wondering. I mean, if y'all subscribe, but I know y'all probably it's been like 2 weeks. I was supposed to film one probably last week, but life been life right now. Uh, I got like a 20-page paper to do for my senior thesis. I'm graduating in like it's looking like a month right now, so shit going fast right now. I got that. I got like 3, 4 presentations to do. Life's just going fast. When I filmed those two first episodes, that was like right before spring break, so I just had a lot of free shit to do, and then I had my boy Med to pull up, and he did that with me too. But yeah, I'm back here with it. It's about to be Easter too. God, he was in my dreams. He was like, "Yo, you gotta get an episode done. Like it's about to be Easter. He is risen." So I was like, "Yeah, let me get one down." So I'm gonna talk to obviously like what I've been bumping and stuff, but people, my boys are asking me like, "Yo, you talk hoops, like that's what we grew up on. Like, is you doing purely music?" And they was right, bro. We should be talking about hoops. It's about to be the playoffs too. That's why I was like, this is the perfect timing for this. Like, it's really about to be the playoffs. The Mavs just got eliminated yesterday. Kyrie from Jersey, that's the hometown hero, literally, because he from West Orange. That's where I went to high school. But nah, Kyrie's actually one of the biggest cancers I've seen in the league. Like this shit is crazy. This man has been on his third team, Celtics, Nets, and yeah, the Mavs, and like you're not showing out right now. Ever since the Cavs, this shit is crazy. My boy Musey had me crying. He was like, "Bro's an efficient Westbrook cancer." Like that is really crazy, and he's really speaking facts because Kyrie really is efficient as fuck. But like, bro, just like Westbrook, like, what are you providing for this team to win? Like, you guys are not going nowhere, and it really don't make sense because literally, yeah, Kyrie's an efficient nigga on the court, and like, bro, it's just he's doing too much outside of basketball, bro. But I don't put all the blame on him for real. I think some people are trying to blame Mark Cuban too for just making a shitty team after trading for Kyrie. So like, yeah, he should definitely get the blame for that. And then I seen like he wasn't taking no blame for the thing. What was I about to say? Yeah, no blame for Jalen Brunson. I mean, everybody thought Jalen Brunson was not about to kick. So for the Knicks and worth his contract, but like obviously look at him now. So I mean, if I'm him and I'm the owner, bro, just man up and say you just didn't sign him. You thought he wasn't that nice, and then like you gotta live what you doing. But I think Luka should get the blame as well. Mad people were overhyping Luka, and I fuck with Luka heavy, but I think mad people are overhyping him since he's just mad young and doing what he's doing. But they had him like over last year. I don't even want to hear no cap. Last year, people were putting him over Steph, especially with that run Luca had last year, which was crazy to me. I don't know how you could just put him over Steph like that. And then what else with Luca? They were putting him over like he was better than Prime Harden. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta respect that man. And this is coming from somebody that really used to hate Harden for real, but I've grown to respect him because like at the time I wasn't obviously because I just didn't like his play style. But this man was dueling the Warriors dead ass by himself. Y'all could bring up Chris Paul and like deservingly so, but I mean a true star. Who did that man really have before CP3? He had Dwight Howard, but what was he doing? And he went to the conference finals with him too. So I think it was crazy for people to put Luca over Harden. So I think just getting eliminated now, and you had Kyrie and Harden was hooping with him. I think it's just don't compare him to Harden, bro. That's just disrespectful. But the playoffs about to come up. All the stars are back. I think the only one missing is like Zion. Zion's always hurt though. Paul George is hurt, but you got LeBron back. You got Kawhi back. The Bucks is healthy. Philly's healthy. The Nuggets is healthy. So you got everybody back. Like this playoffs, let me not jinx it, but this shit should be really lit for real, for real. You got the narratives too. There's a lot of stakes going on right now. Let me look at these standings right now. Got the Bucks, the Celtics. So the Bucks, they obviously tight right now from last year because they probably thought they would have won back to back if they had their full roster. The Celtics got smoked in the finals last year, so they definitely coming back with it. The Sixers, Harden's healthy. I feel this is Harden's last dance. If he don't show out, bro, let's pack it up, bro. Like this all for your legacy right now. You finally got that superstar player that everybody said like if Harden had help, he'd be this. He kind of had it last year with the super team, but nah, I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna give him a pass because Kyrie was on some bullshit and they never really got to run together. But now you really got a full season healthy. You got Embiid. You damn near got the MVP on your team, bro. So you used to be an MVP. Now you got one, bro. No excuses for them. You got the Cavs. I fuck with the Cavs. They're a young team. So Donovan Mitchell, you got a go-to player to go to now, and they young. Cavs resurgence after LeBron. They should kick. You got the Knicks. The Knicks was showing out this year. So who knows, bro? The Nets, they lost some people. So Mikal Bridges is tough. I fuck with Bridges. The Heat, Jimmy Butler is a tank. I'm gonna get to him later with the betting, but the playoffs coming up, this one you need to know who you're gonna bet on, and I'm betting on Jimmy Butler. Trust. Jimmy Butler is a tank, and the Hawks suck, so I could care less about them. So let's go to the West though. You got the Nuggets. They is tough. Jokic is tough, but I think like I see people saying like they're not a serious one seed, but the Nuggets is not a bad squad. I think if you put them, like, say you put them against the Grizzlies, they're the number 2 seed. The Grizzlies have no bigs. Like, both of their bigs are injured. And, Ja just be talking that shit. So, I think the Nuggets would definitely be the favorites in that. But, I still got the Warriors. And my favorites to come out the West is probably the Warriors or the Suns for real. The Suns have no bench, but they still got a loaded squad, though. The Kings are young-ass team, but they got a good-ass crowd. I actually want to see them in the playoffs. Like, I'm hyped to see these young teams. The Kings. I brought up Cleveland already. Who else is there? The Thunder, yo, I hope the Thunder win the play-in, bro. I need to see them boys hoop, bro. I fuck with Shea, best dressed nigga in the league, bro. And that nigga's a bucket, too. I need to see the Thunder in there. Who else is there? The Mavs. The Mavs got out. The T-Wolves. I don't give a fuck about the T. Anthony Edwards is my guy, though. I fuck with Ant Edwards, though. So, the Pelicans, yo, I want to see the Pelicans hoop, but Zion always hurt. And that was going to be the second year in the playoffs that nigga is not hooping. So, I don't know what he's on, bro. And they just signed him to a max, so hopefully he kicks. Who else is there? You got the Lakers obviously coming up too. They're definitely gonna be scary in the playoffs. Like I think everybody just wants to see the Lakers downfall. But the Lakers are about to they're about to make some noise if they actually make it for real. I would not want to play the Lakers in the playoffs on them because Braun too. He's gonna be one of the niggas I bet on in the playoffs too. And then obviously the Warriors. You don't want to see Golden State. Come on now. The Clippers, they got rust. That's why I didn't even bring them up, bro. What? I would not take the Clippers seriously. And I fuck with Kawhi, bro. I think Kawhi is a dog. Like, Kawhi really needs to he really don't play. But we talking all the players healthy in the league. Kawhi is top 5 stamped in the league. So I feel again, Westbrook kind of crucified their chances. Before Russ and they had their squad with PG, they were looking like decent. But with Westbrook, I don't feel you can go far with that nigga. So we'll see, though. He got a reduced role, so we could see with that, though. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to the playoffs. Before this, I was getting sold a lot, so then I stopped doing basketball for a while. But I was betting baseball. I've been making some cheddar with that, bro. I really haven't. Shout out my boy Avery if he's watching this, bro. He really, like, put me onto that. But I'm really just riding, like, tailing his bets because he knows this shit for real. But he told me, like, bro, they go to the bat, like, 3 times, and usually the best batters go, like, 4 times. So, like, they're going to have a bunch of times to get a hit for real, record a hit. So, yeah, baseball been making me cheddar. Shout out my boy Avery, bro. It's just his glow, too. Shout out my boys Rob and Ted, too, if they tuning in, too. They just got their assigned their big and little in the frat, too. And my boy just got married. My boy Aegis, my boy Allen Aegis. My boy just got married, for real. Inside joke if y'all hear, though. But that's just ball, though. I'm looking forward to that, the playoffs. Looking forward to watching it with my boys. And let me say my favorites for real. I got the Bucks coming out the East because they got a squad now and they're fully loaded. And I think last year, yeah, Middleton wasn't playing and they went to 7 with the Celtics, bro. And they honestly would have won that series if they had Game 6 at home and Tatum went off. And Tatum is my guy. Tatum's probably my second favorite player in the league behind Steph. So, yeah, they didn't have Middleton too, and they were still up 3-2. So, I think now with the squad they got, I think Giannis is mad as fuck. Like, they didn't even do that shit last year. They didn't advance. So, and he was hooping. Oh, my gosh. He was actually bugging. So, they got a squad now. I'm looking at the stands right now. So, yeah, I think they going to be good. And they have home court advantage. That Game 7 was in Boston. And, a lot of people, only a few people are built on the road to hoop like that. In the league right now, I really would only have faith in a Game 7 on the road. I would have faith in LeBron. He would be my number 1 pick for sure. But other than him, I would probably trust Kawhi on the road in a Game 7. There's not a lot of people, though, bro. And I fuck with Steph, but a Game 7 on the road, yo, like, really, motherfuckers got to be built for that shit. Honestly, I would trust Steph. I'm not going to lie. I would trust Steph Curry on the road. So those 3 players, and then Giannis was hooping last year, too. His teammates just didn't show up now. But now a Game 7 will be in their house throughout the whole East. So they're definitely my favorites. But if I had a sleeper, not even a sleeper, but behind them, I would have the Celtics. Anybody else in the East, nah. I'm not really taking serious. But, yeah, And then the West, I already said I got the Warriors and shit. And then, obviously, the Suns to tell them. But I would not be surprised. I promise you, I would not be surprised if the Lakers actually, like, turn up. Like, LeBron is built for the playoffs, so we'll see with that, though. But moving on, let's get to the new music drops for real. Literally, even before I came in here, I think I saw not even a notification that Drake and Uzi dropped a song. Drake premiered it on his radio show. I forgot what it's called, like OVO Radio, yeah. And it's called At the Gates. The song was hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I also like how Drake and Travis used to do it. I think he did it around this Astroworld era, like premiering like leaks on their radio just for the fans to have. You're basically like kind of giving it to the fans. Like it's a leak. It's not gonna be officially released, but yeah, I fucked with that song though. So that's actually tough that Drake really did a song with both Uzi and Cardi. Drake's yet to do a song with Chief Keef. I remember I was putting him in that category with Uzi. Like they would be like they did all this without a Drake feature, and Uzi was with there with Chief Keef, but now he got this song and it's fire. So I fuck with that shit. More people should. I think Frank Ocean does it too, like premiering leaks on their radio. Like just give the fans what they want, songs they want to hear. I think on Drake shit, he previewed, not previewed, but played the whole song with what's it called? It's what's that song called? One day, the Cardi leak with and he put a verse on it and he premiered it and that song was fire. So yeah, more artists should do that. Travis did that around the Astroworld era with he did it with it was right after Astroworld too. That was a great rollout. He had Zoom with Gunna. That leak is tough. Leak is underrated. I feel no one talks about that leak anymore. And then Houdini with Cardi. That shit's hard. That's a classic. So yeah. Shout out to them too. That song is hard. And yeah, more artists should do that. Put some leaks on the radio, like just give the fans what they want and stuff. Drake also premiered another song, I think last week, Search and Rescue, but he just dropped it like 2 days ago officially. Search and Rescue. He premiered down his radio show. I actually fuck with the song. Some people were talking about how he had the Kim K the interview, like the snippet in there with how she was it was about divorcing Kanye. And then he had ad libs with her. That shit was hard. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if you're just listening from the standpoint as a hip hop listener, as a fan of Drake of the song, and not taking the side because of Kanye, the song is hard. I don't know. Like, I've really seen some people disrespecting it, but I'm already knowing if I watch those videos, it's literally because he came at Kanye though. So I don't know why some people would be mad at that. I feel Drake's actually been knowing what to do after her loss, for real, for real. He hasn't been disappointed me for real. So yeah, I fuck with the song, but he's a hypocrite though. So the song is hard, but looking at it as from the just like watching it from their beef standpoint, and everybody thought it was over until this shit dropped. Drake is literally, you won't have this energy for Pusha. So I don't know why. Ye has been staying out the blue for a grip, for out the limelight, even with so many people trying to like catch him, like to just pop up and do something. Like I feel everybody wants a reaction from him, and he's actually minding his business now. You had Kim doing all those TikToks with North. Obviously, that's her daughter, but I'm sorry. I don't think she should be on TikTok. And now you got Drake doing this shit. So, yeah, Drake, you literally both are in the same boat. I both feel they're both L's for getting porn stars pregnant. But, like, I mean, that's both of their lives. That's why I don't know. I just feel it's crazy that, yeah, Drake, we thought the beef was dead, but I think he talked about it on Her Loss, too. He was like, he did that shit for Jay Prince. So, but it makes no sense. You were crying with this dude at the concert. Like, bro, Drake is such a corny light skin, bro. That shit's crazy. So I just feel like first you won't have this energy for Pusha because he smoked you. And then Ye's just been out his business. Like, why do you have to bring up something that no one's talking about now? That everybody thought was settled off after that concert. And now you like using this ex-wife in the song and shit. Like, I get it. You want to do your numbers, go ahead. But like in the limelight, I could definitely see why people are not fucking with it and think it's corny because like, bro, it was just out of the blue and out of nowhere. But the song hard though, bro. You got it for real. But also with them two though, this is kind of going off topic, not really. But how I said both of them got porn stars pregnant, bro. That's that lust, bro. That lust a big sin for real, for real. I feel like as guys, we don't really talk about that, but lust is like one of the biggest temptations that we go through. And both of you got two of the biggest hip hop artists, like off their music, like you think deservingly so. They should have some like just good women in their life, and look who they both just who are their baby mothers. So like shit crazy. You got Kendrick. If on his album he's venting and shit. He said he had a whole lust addiction and shit. Worldwide Steppers. That's really my shit on that album, Mr. Morale. That's one of the songs I still go back to. Bro, the bunnies was getting into him, bro. You gotta. So I feel as guys, like, yeah, we really have I feel lust is like the biggest temptation sin. And really for guys, for real. And then like I witnessed it through my group and shit and everything. So that shit crazy how like it really revolves. Like they're literally, even though they're humans and people be putting them on these pedestals, celebrities be going through the same shit we be going through, bro. So for real, for real. But Who else dropped? Yachty. Oh my gosh, bro. Yachty, I'm happy, bro. That song is hard. Strike Holster. That was the recent single Yachty dropped. That was anticipated. You know, TikTok is like the new radio. I was talking with my mans about that the last episode a little bit. But TikTok really is a new radio. So all of his fans and then people that get that in the algorithm, they probably heard that snippet a lot. And then Yachty finally dropped it. I like how Yachty like marketed it a little bit too, because everybody, I know the people that are so used to Yachty's old style, and when he dropped his alternative album, everybody's like, "Bro, where's Holster and all that?" And he was like, "Bro, it's gonna come out." But I'm liking how he didn't take a grip to release it. We're already in April. When did that album come out? I think Yachty dropped that. Now, honestly, Yachty did like. I feel time is just flying though, because Yachty dropped that album in January, but it really doesn't seem like a long time that he took to drop it. I feel he wanted to let his album marinate, let the people actually appreciate that first, and then he dropped this. Then he dropped the Holster, the snippet everybody wanted. But I liked how it's an upwards trend now with everybody dropping the snippets on TikTok. I feel people are just realizing now, bro, it's an automatic hit if it's blowing up on TikTok. So you just got to drop it. The only one that comes to mind that didn't drop on time, I'm probably missing somebody, but it was really trippy. I remember the Mr. Ray snippet was before Whole Lotta Red, and this man took damn near like 6 months to drop it. So, and to me, like, I mean, it did numbers and it still got both of them paid, but the song as a whole, like I don't really go back to it no more. So I feel that was the worst way to handle like a TikTok snippet. But yeah, Yachty just dropped this. This is one of my favorite songs already, like singles off the top of my head. There's probably been more shits to drop, but If Looks Could Kill by Lone was already one of my favorite songs. I liked I Need You by Ken, and then I like this song by Yachty. So it's crazy how all these singles that are getting the hype off TikTok, like they're all delivering. So shout out Yachty for real. Yachty's really probably not commercially, but I feel him internally. He's going through like his best year where everybody's appreciating his music. So yeah, Yachty turning me up, bro. That song is hard. Um, Speaking of Yachty and also his influence on that alternative album, Tyler the Creator dropped his deluxe, I think last week. If I was to do an episode last week, I would have talked about it. But I'm gonna talk about it now though. That shit was hard though. Honestly though, like now that I'm looking back at it, because I don't go back to Call Me If You Get Lost a lot, even though that's a really good album. Because I don't know, Tyler's kind of in the same category with Kanye for me. Like they have, but Kanye's totally different because Kanye, you could just his replay value for his music's insane. But I feel with Tyler, you really got to be you got to be in a specific like setting to listen to his music. Like I can't just put Tyler the Creator on in my car when I'm driving, even though he do got some bops though. But yeah, with this deluxe, he definitely had a lot of like shits I was spinning off that. He had like Heaven to Me, and I think Kanye helped him on that too. You can hear the influence in that. What else did he have on that? He had Made My Day, I think. Made My Day or Made My Way, whatever. I'm thinking of Lucky right now, that same song. So he had that song too. He had a song with ASAP Rocky on there, I like too. And then Sorry Not Sorry. He had a lot of bops on it. I kind of liked it. And it wasn't too much of a long of a deluxe. It was probably like what, 7 songs I liked on it. Like 7 fully, but the whole thing was good though. So I think Tyler, he's been consistent ever since Flower Boy. You can even go back before then. Even though I didn't like Cherry Bomb, you can see the growth of his artistry. So Tyler the Creator, he just hasn't missed. His fans, they've been eating. If you're a fan of him, like a true fan of him, there's no way like you could say like you're not liking what Tyler's doing right now. So his fans are expecting a new album this year, but I feel the peak Tyler's at right now, like he could do whatever he wants. If he doesn't give a new album, bro, like you have his whole catalog to go through. Like honestly, that's where at this point in his career, I feel as a fan you should not be mad or you should be expecting an album. That man has been feeding y'all for real. So shout out to Tyler for real. And then I've been also listening to Lil Tyler, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that 15-year-old in Florida, he got that like DMV flow. That boy tough. How Ice Spice kind of is like good to be the mainstream rapper for that New York drill sound in New York. I would say Lil Tyler could kind of be that for Florida, but DMV, they got some people that can actually go. I feel like Lil Tyler can go the farthest though from the DMV, like flow wise, even though he's from Florida, but that sound. Cause who you got Baby Tron, I think. Baby Tron, alright to me. He not as. And then you got Babyface Ray too. So you got those two, but I just feel like marketability standpoint, I think Lil Tyler could go deep. He just dropped the deluxe with Uzi on it too. But yeah, his album has some bops. I think what made me fuck with him, I first saw Tony Snow take a picture with him, and I feel a collab with them two would be a great song. Like I feel their chemistry would go great with each other and their sound. And like I don't know, Tyler just looked like his little like brother. Like so I think like they could definitely make a song together. So when Snow posted a picture with him, I was like, oh nah, I got to hear that song. And then the first song on his album, he was on a plug beat. I was like, yo, I was like, no way, this little nigga sliding on a plug beat, bro. That shit was hard. Just hearing those sounds, it really is like nostalgic from like the 2017, 2018 SoundCloud era. So when I heard him on that, all right. It's literally called My Vision, the first song, and that's the name of his album. So off that album, I would definitely recommend that first song. But there's some other shits on that too. He has a song with Baby Tron on that too, Fat Racks Part 2. That should go crazy too. But yeah, Tyler, I'm fuck with him, bro. The little nigga should go hard. But yo, I be tapped in on this industry shit though. I think I peeped I think he was doing, you know, the thing where it's like, is it called Off the Block on YouTube, where all these rappers go? It's like the mic I'm speaking into right now. It's like in the middle, hanging up in the air from no one knows where, and they're rapping. So he did a performance on there, and I peeped his hand. Like he had an Illuminati tab, bro. Y'all could say I'm delusional. I swear, if you really tapped in the industry, you know that shit true. And he like 15, and he just signed to Atlantic. That's what blew my shit, bro. That's the worst decision you can make, especially Atlantic. Knowing these labels and how these artists react, Atlantic sound like the worst label ever to sign to. Like, I just feel with him being young too and already building this buzz. I think one of his biggest songs is the Law and Order song. On YouTube, that shit got like 15 million. Like, bro, you don't need no Atlantic, bro. Like, I would expect in this generation, especially seeing the top artists from these generation not fucking with their labels, these new artists to understand that. YoungBoy Ben said he hated Atlantic, and he finally got out of his contract after giving them how many projects? They probably made billions off of YoungBoy, bro. So you think from that he will learn from that? Excuse me. Uzi Ben hated I don't think Atlantic, but he hated his contract situation with Generation Now and shit. So I would just think like you would see like they're kind of, I wouldn't say slaves, but damn near they're slaves to these labels and just doing what these labels are asking for. But this little nigga signed though. I think that's how he got that Uzi feature too, because Uzi's on Atlantic too. So I feel he would have been good without it, bro. Especially like the influences around. I thought he would know like to go independent, but the little nigga signed though. So hopefully he doesn't peak after this first project. Like I said before, with a lot of names, they only peak on. They have such a good first project and kind of fizzle out. But I fuck with the little nigga right now though. I actually fuck with his music. A little topic I wanted to go on, moving on from that, was I think Juice WRLD had a new single that dropped like damn near a good 2 weeks ago, and then Key dropped his album when my man's was here. I think like 2 weeks ago as well. And I just want to talk about like posthumous drops. Like I feel these labels. I was kind of talking to on that last episode how I don't like when these labels. I know they're still trying to make money, but I don't like how they don't know the artistic vision of these artists, and that's why I also like would encourage like artists. I know you were trying to make bread, but if you don't need to sign or actually have a vision after signing, you should not be signing, because you're just signing away your music and ownership of like the tunes you're really making. So with Keed, I didn't say the full album. It has some songs like I fucked with it, but obviously I know that album would have been different if Keed was alive. Juice, I've been giving up on Juice. I don't really, and it's not even like saying giving up on him, but the label just is keep dropping these sad bullshit songs. Ever since he died, they don't know what like that man was gonna do, and I really feel Juice was really gonna be a superstar. I think everybody could agree on that, because right before he died, he had Abandoned out. I think that debuted at top 10 on the Billboard charts. I remember he dropped it the same day as Highest in the Room with Travis, and yeah, obviously Travis on number one because he's a superstar. But Juice was making his name. Everybody like Juice is definitely like coming up crazy in a quick span of time too. So he had Bandit, and then if y'all really like the Juice WRLD fans out there, he had a snippet. It obviously leaked now. I wish I remember. Made It Work. That was the last snippet he posted on his page before he passed away. That snippet was hard, and it was actually like a banger, like upbeat song. Because I think people now, especially with what the label's putting out, and like that first album after he died being such like doing numbers, like sold 500K first week. I feel people just only going to remember Juice for the sad tunes. But at that time, if you was really bumping Juice too, you know, like he was making that sad music, but he definitely was a mix. Like how Drake divides his music and like make sure it reaches both fan bases of the R&B people that like his music and the rap fan base. Juice was kind of like knowing what to do with his. He had this music shit locked, bro. He knew what he was doing with having the music for the sad fan base, having those sad tunes and the people that are going through it, and he had the bangers as well for that fan base. So I feel Juice is definitely going to be on the upwards war, and now like I feel after he passed, the label was just like, yeah, like he passed away sadly, so let's just keep putting out his sad music. Like that shit is trash, bro. I didn't like Legends. Legends Never Die when he dropped that. That shit was weak to me. I feel he could have. Juice would have never put that out if he was alive. I could care how many songs were hits on that album. That shit was weak, and any person that fucked the Juice beforehand could tell you that that shit was weak. And then all this after that, I just didn't even like tune into Juice anymore. I think he had another one called Fighting Demons. I probably didn't touch that album. So yeah, and Bibby's the one that's handling his music, and I fuck with Lil Bibby. Like Lil Bibby, I mean, he's making bank off of the music, but like, bro, you don't know the man's vision, bro. I wish they like, and his legacy too. Like, they're just not. I don't think they're doing him justice, bro, at all. But I feel most of that goes for like most of these like artists that passed away. I don't feel they're doing them justice. One popular one that comes up to mind that they say they did him justice was Mac Miller with his Circles album. I don't think I tuned into that album, but that album got great reviews. I always see that album like mentioned, like for good albums after somebody passed away. So respect to his team for doing that and everything. But yeah, I feel with Juice, yeah, Lil Baby's just making bank off him. He's probably giving money to his mother as well. But I just feel these labels do not know the artistic vision of these artists at all. Going to Low Key too. Low Key came off Long Live Mexico, bro, and what is it? Trapped on Cleveland 2, I think. It definitely wasn't 3. I think it was 2. Yo, it might have been 3. I probably could be wilding, but I kind of like that tape too. Like they'll never know what this artist is trying to do or appeal to. So I feel like them just putting out music. They had his album Keith had a few good songs too, but I wasn't really like I did promise you I wouldn't go back to that album. So, but literally, oh, I didn't even bring up Pop, bro. I was about to move on, but I gotta bring up Pop, bro. Same thing with Pop though. He's in the middle with knowing the artistic vision, and then also the labels just trying to make bread. Because that Shooting for the Stars album, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty decent. But that was really because 50 Cent curated it. And like I think his family asked him to do that too. Because if 50 Cent wasn't gonna curate that, you could see in the next album when he didn't have any business to do with that, why that album was trash. I think it was called Faith. I did not touch that album because I knew the label didn't know what Pop would release. And that album got really like negatively reviewed. So yeah, shout out, rest in peace, Pop. But I think Pop right before he died, he was building the stardom off of Meet the Woo 2, which I still think is his best project. I'm gonna always claim that too, because he dropped that. Even though Shoot for the Stars, everybody's probably gonna remember that album. And then 50 like directed it and everything and knew what songs like people were liking shit. I feel with the Meet the Woo 2, like that was truly Pop, bro, for real. That shit had no misses to me. I enjoyed it when he was alive too, so yeah, I know the labels are trying to make bread and it's a business, but I don't like it, bro. I wish they would stop. I don't even need to bring up X and his mom. Like they milked that boy, so I wish they would move on for it for real. But moving on from that, I want to talk. It's really 2019 all over again, man. This man Carti, the leaks have been coming out. The Grails for him. Speaking of Grails too, Pi'erre Bourne, his frequent producer from the past, he's dropping Grails. I think in like 2 weeks. Nah, it's the 8th right now. He's dropping the next week. So I'm gonna start with him and then I'm gonna move on to Carti. But Pi'erre, he already has the 2 singles that dropped, the Grails that people wanted, Honeyberry 2 and IG. I think I seen a track list for some of the Grails that are coming out next week. It's a whole EP. I think I don't really listen to snippets like that no more because I feel snippet syndrome is really real, like dead ass. Like I'll obviously listen to a snippet if it's popular and I'm gonna know the song, but I'm not gonna keep listening to it over and over and then be disappointed when it comes out. So with Pi'erre, I know for sure, obviously those 2 songs you dropped are gonna be on there, but Lessons, if you're a Pi'erre fan, that song is hard, that snippet's hard. So I've seen some people speculate that that's gonna be on it. And New York in June. If you're a Carti fan, that's the Way Back in High School beat. Yeah, that's the Way Back in High School beat that Pi'erre obviously produced. So Pierre's rapping on that, and then his fans wanted that. That's called New York in June. So that's going to be on that. So I'm going to look forward to those 2 songs. But yeah, hopefully it's a good project for real. Pi'erre used to be one of those consistent artists to me before leading literally up until T-Lop 5. After that, I could tell like he just does what he wants and follows his direction on what he wants to do. But bro, your fans, That's why, like, I get that, but you also have to have uh a borderline on what you want to do with that. Like, obviously, go what you want to do as an artist. But bro, if your fans are not fucking with it at all, bro, how are you just not gonna listen to them? This man did a collab project with Juicy J. Be serious right now, bro. Are we listening to Juicy J in 2023? Like, for real. That came out what, last year? Or was that, yeah, that came out last year. I think he dropped, no, no. Matter of fact, I think he dropped that in 2021 right after a T-Lot 5. So like he was just on some bullshit. And then he dropped the collab with TMA88. He's in the 808 Mafia production crew. And that wasn't too bad to me too, but yeah, Pi'erre was just not listening to what the fans wanted. Honestly, the fans wanted that too, but it didn't live up to the hype. And then he dropped Good Movie last year. And then yeah, no one was fucking with that. So I feel with this EP he's gonna drop back. I could definitely tell his label was like, bro, you got to get back on track, and they definitely like forced him to drop these Grails. Trust, because like he was just, we got you doing what you wanted to do, but bro, it comes a point like you're just disrespecting your fans, bro. Like just get to what we want to hear and get to the music. So he didn't miss with these two singles, and now with this shit dropping next week, I feel he's gonna deliver for sure. I feel like he knows he has to deliver. His fans want these Grails, and then on from that, his album, he should know from the buzz. Hopefully, this EP builds on. He's going in the right direction. I think his next album is gonna be called Made in Paris, so I'm looking forward to that. But now, yeah, leading back to Carti. So Carti's back on. I was saying 2019 again. Yeah, y'all probably was like, why do you even say that? I was saying 2019 again because Carti, Pi'erre, and Nudy. I feel a combination, all three of them. That was like just peak music, bro. Carti was he was leak season. He was going through his leak season in 2019, and then Dilute was just getting very well appreciated that year while he was doing festivals and stuff and rolling loud. Pi'erre dropped T-Lot 4 in 2019, if I'm correct. And a lot of his fans would say that's his best project. And he dropped his collab with Nudy too. Slimeer came out in 2019 as well. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying 2019 now because the Grails are coming out this year, and I feel this year is really gonna be good. I still expect Carti to drop, but I was saying this goes back to 2019 with Carti because these leaks are really like hits, bro. 4 of them came out already. 24 songs was an anticipated snippet. That was from 2021, I think that snippet came out produced by Digital Nas. And that song is hard. I mean, yeah, out of all the leaks, it's probably my least favorite, but it sounded like it could be on Donda. If you listen to Donda and know the sound I'm talking about, if Carti had like an interlude on that album, 24 songs would fit perfectly in that shit. So yeah, it's kind of like an introspective track from him too. It's like a chill song. I don't think everybody knows Carti for hype music, so that song was anticipated. That song leaked. Vori's a feature on that too. Also, you can do it too. That's another leak that came out. When that leaked, they said that was supposed to be the lead single for A Whole Lot of Red. You know, if Carti fans know what I'm talking about, At Me was the snippet. No, I mean the single that came out for right before A Whole Lot of Red. I think not even right before. That came out damn near like 8 months before A Whole Lot of Red dropped. Like this man's unserious, but You Can Do It Too, the league I'm talking about, that was supposed to be the single. They said the paperwork and everything, that was supposed to be the single. And then he changed it last minute to Add Me. And that was produced by Richie South. That song is hard. Like, honestly, I liked Add Me too. But if that was a single, I feel more people would appreciate that song more than Add Me. I feel my people now are really like, yeah, Carti, that's a great song now. But when Add Me came out, everybody was saying that was mid. So his music age is good, bro. So that leak was hard. You Can Do It Too. I would definitely recommend y'all for y'all to listen to. Money and Drugs came out. That snippet was hard. That was the one that sounded like it kind of has a similar Add Me beat, but then it made sense because Jetson made both of those beats. He made the Add Me beat and the what was I saying, Money and Drugs beat. So that shit was hard. That was probably right behind the song I'm about to bring up, but that song was hard though. That snippet came out. That was a Whole Lot of Red era too. So a lot of snippets that were around that era, they were just leaking out of nowhere this year. So that's why I felt like he's on his rollout right now. I feel like it's really coming. It's really been damn near. It's been over 2 years for sure. But like, bro, you dropped at the end of 2020 and it's 2023, bro. Like, you are a rapper. Get your shit together. But I feel it's the rollout for real. He got a whole documentary leak too, Carti. So just all these leaks. If you're a Carti fan, you know leaks are nothing new for this man. So I feel like it's leading up to something. Obviously, on his side, he's probably mad as hell all this shit coming out. But if you know this nigga, he was never gonna drop all these songs. So yeah, Money and Drugs, that shit's hard too. And then my favorite one out of all these leaks was Friends. That's produced by Pi'erre Bourne. That song was that Antis? Yeah, that song had a snippet as well. This man's just bopping his head in the studio. That song hard. That duo will never miss, bruh. Once I heard that Pi'erre tag, I was like, this is gonna be a banger. And that really brought me back to the 2019 days because all those prime leaks that came out in that age was Pi'erre Bourne produced. So once I heard that tag with Pi'erre on it, that shit was a banger. And yeah, I do feel for him because I feel, yeah, he's not going to get paid on all these because, like, he's making these beats and spending time doing them and they're all just getting leaked. That's why I also felt in 2019, like, Carti's building up his name and anticipation for his album from all these leaks. But I'm like, yo, Pierre's working his ass off for these beats, making them, and he's not getting no payoff of them. But, I mean, he's probably building his name up too off of these leaks. So yeah, those 4 songs came out. That's why I was like, man, it's feeling like 2019 again with this nigga Carti's good music leaking. So I was like, yeah, that shit's hard for real. And then I also brought up Nudy too. Nudy, he's really eating this year. I feel with this quiet like first half, it's really been in the year. A lot of underrated artists that kind of were underappreciated in the past years. They this is really the time to really get your shine. I feel Yachty's obviously getting his shine right now. On an underground standpoint, I watched D Savage's interview and I feel like from his fan base, like he's really getting appreciated now. And then he had his Rolling Loud set and that shit was jumping. So all the people that say he fell off, he posted it. He was like, yo, like that shit was jumping. So I feel both of them, they're really taking advantage of like the big names not dropping yet. And then Nudy's another name like you could throw in there too. He's going on tour right now for Gumbo. That got really highly not critically acclaimed, but highly received positively for how good it was. He's going on tour. He's dropping those videos on YouTube and shit. But the thing with Nudy, I feel like somebody in his team, like, bro, he's such a street nigga, bro. Somebody in his team got to tell him, bro, even though your fan base usually is built, for him specifically, is built off of his old shit, like in 2017, like Nudy Land, Slime Ball 3 and shit. You really got your big break finally with this album and everybody tuned in and saying it's a good album and you're even going on tour for it, bro. You got to perform the album, bro. I think my boy and my sister went and I didn't even go because I seen him already. But I knew he was doing the same set. And Nudy, like, I could tell the majority of his fans, they fuck with his old music. So I get playing your hits. But, bro, you got to perform the new album, too. Like, there's a reason you're going on tour for the album. So, like, he's only doing, like, 2 songs, my boy told me, from the new album. But, like, I just think, like, bro, he's in the videos that he's posting on YouTube now with those tour videos, like, people, like, his crew is asking people, like, what songs do you want to hear? And they're saying all types of songs from that album, from the new album he dropped, Gumbo. And he's not performing any of them. So I'm just like, bro, how are you recording them saying they want to hear these songs and you're not even, like, going to put in your set list? So I get playing your hits, though, but, bro, then make your set longer or, like, I just feel he's being lazy, bro. Because just doing your same old shit, bro, like, what do you gain from that, bro? Even though your streams is going up from the new album, perform it, bro. That can only bring the new album streams up, too. Like, people want to hear those new songs live, so I feel with, even though he's not doing that shit, he's still going on tour. His videos are actually funny as hell, though. Even though I'm, like, performing the new songs on the album, those tour videos that he's posting on YouTube are actually hilarious. Them shits be having me crying, bro. Off the shroomies. Got me off the moonies. But, yeah. I've been wanting to talk about Gunna for real. I feel like the first 2 episodes, I've only been talking about him for like 5 minutes, but I feel now, like, nah, I really want to talk about him for real because he's really not getting the respect he deserves. I feel after this snitching situation, like, he's really basically blackballed now. No one wants to work with him and shit. I feel that's just the most retarded shit in our culture. Like, in hip-hop culture, I mean, like, bro, everybody's talking about how Gunna snitched on Thug, and I get that. But Thug's blood brother snitched on him too. But no one wants to talk about it. Like, it's just really like, I don't know how to explain it. It's politics for real, but I feel that's just fucked up too. Like, I get Thug brought him up, and that's what it's looking like, bro. This man brought you up and gave you a career, and you're snitching on him. But Gunna's been so unproblematic. He's never even, like, jacked. He's been a part of that life. Because that's what the excuse people are saying. Like, to, like, that's the reason why no one fucks with him. Like, you're rapping about that life, and then when it gets serious, like, you're snitching. Like, this is completely different from that 6ix9ine situation. This man, Gunna, I mean, 6ix9ine was, first of all, beefing with everybody and their mothers when he was in his prime. and he wasn't about that life, and he was rapping. His lyrics were literally about that life. So his situation and them snitching, that's purely why he's getting clowned on right now. But with Gunna, when Gunna was before the whole situation with Thug would jack that shit, but Gunna would never jack that. Even if he did, I saw a few lyrics where people were saying like he's jacking, he's a crip and all that, bro. Even then, so people know Gunna is an unproblematic rapper. Um, he was cool like everybody in the industry. That's why it's so crazy to me. Everybody say the industry is fake and shit. No friends in the industry, bro. Even Drake has a song like fucking name that. But that shit's really crazy to me, especially like knowing this guy was giving a feature to everybody and their mothers when he was coming up. I think what year was that? Was that 2018? I think it was 2018. Like Gunna was on everything, I swear. So I just feel like he's giving out his like artistry and helping y'all like just succeed, and this is how y'all do them. It really, I'm really applying this to Dirk too, because I just think that nigga's just a fucking dick rider first of all, and just a fake ass nigga. When Gunna was coming up, Dirk was featured on. I think Dirk was on DS3, Lies About You, and then am I missing another one? Dirk was on. Oh, Dirk had Gunna on Gucci Gucci on his album. Like, bro, some of the biggest Dirk's biggest songs Gunna's on, and Gunna like could tell, like not Gunna could tell, but y'all were like you could tell they were friends, but now like you could because Dirk he claims that street life, but I just feel like he's really a fake nigga. And then when I heard that snippet and he was dissing Gunna, I was just like, bro, like this man was really like he did not have to give you a feature or even bring you up while he was coming up. Even this the most recent album he dropped, what is it, 7220? Oh my God, what happened to Virgil? Gunna's on that. Even though Dirk sings that part, without Gunna on that song, I don't think that song would have been as big as it is. So I just feel like, yeah, it's crazy how this nigga really like. If you had to choose niggas in the industry, I know Dirk would bring up Gunna. It's the niggas that really was like looking for him and really like looking out for him when no one was. And now this how you do him, especially when Dirk is on top now. I feel that's fucked up, but I feel Gunna's still good though. Gunna's been consistent since like 2018, bro. That nigga's tough to me. DS3, even if you can kind of go back further, he got on with DS3, but DS2 is a hard ass project too. So Wanna, that's probably behind a whole lot of red for me, like the second best album this decade, bro. That album was really good too. And yeah, I just felt he's getting dirty. Obviously, Metro don't fuck with him no more. Metro every other day is posting Free Thug, just dick riding. But like, bro, you have a whole Gunna song on your album too, so you're cool with using his name for streams. But like, I'm really understanding Free Thug, but I just feel it's so crazy how everybody's doing Gunna. So hopefully he bounce back for real. Gunna makes hard ass music to me. That nigga's consistent. I feel like if you put him on anything, he knows how to adjust to everybody's music too. I feel like having chemistry with Gunna, anybody could. Like he just has a flow that really could hop on any beat. He's versatile. So I'm hoping he's still good. Hopefully he has some people in his corner. I'm hearing some people because his producers that he worked with, they fuck with Thug too. They're not gonna work with him like Turbo and Weezy and all them, but hopefully they do, bro. I fuck with the songs they did together. They all were together for the process of creating Wanna. So I really hope Gunna still got people in his corner for real. But the nigga make tough music. I feel he's gonna deliver too with this new album. Even if he doesn't have those producers, I think one snippet came out. It was like a tiny snippet with somebody just driving. That shit sounded pretty hard to me, bro. So I'm waiting for him to drop. Hopefully he drops this year for real. I heard Gunna was thinking about signing to Atlantic too, though. I hope he does not sign to Atlantic, bro. I really hope, bro. I feel Gunna like no one wants to do the independent route because people don't know how much of like work it takes to go the independent route. Because signing, they handle a lot of stuff for you, but just like especially in this today of age, I think everybody knows how key ownership of what you're making is. So I would think Gunna would have known from his music, like he still has a little bit of fans. Not a little bit of fans, but you know what I mean? Like he still has a fan base. Obviously, probably the core fan base that fucks with him, fucks with Thug. But not to stream the nigga's music like he didn't make hits is crazy to me though. I feel that's just dick riding in a beef that you do. Like you guys are not a part of the Rico case. Like the fuck. So yeah, hopefully Gunna like get back to that shit though, bro. I'm actually looking forward to him dropping for real. That nigga's still one of my favorite artists for real. But damn, I really like went through this shit quick though. I thought I was about to take a grip and everything. But I'm gonna give y'all some song recommendations for the week. I'm gonna give three. Zelda Vibes by Shawny Binladen. That shit is hard. Shawny Binladen is a New York drill rapper, obviously. I think I mentioned him in one of my other episodes, but I just been bumping chill shit recently though. I feel like with everything I've been going through in life right now, especially with all this work I gotta handle, I don't know, other than being in the gym and what else? Probably people obviously when they're driving in the car with me or something. I don't really play like upbeat music. Like I'm really like a chill. I mean, my podcast is literally called Chill Phil, but like I like hearing chill tunes though. So like yeah, Zelda Vibes by Shawny Binladen. That's like a Zelda sample. That beat is chill as hell. He's sliding on it too. Like, and Shawny's I like him. Probably he's my favorite out the New York drill because he's versatile with the beats he chooses, and then he just has chill shits along with his like aggressive shit. I feel everybody in New York drill is just always blah blah blah. Like I'm not trying to hear that all the time. So yeah, that song is hard by Shawny Bin Zelda Vibes. That's probably one of my favorite. That's off the project Waiting on Wick. I think that's his best project too. So if y'all want to tune into that, tune into that. Promises by Cleo Sol. I started bumping her. I think I saw somebody post her on the story. Like I really be like, if I like fuck with you, like if you're my boy or something, or even a girl too, like on their story, if you post a song and I like know you for real, like I'm actually tuning in to see like if it's actually like a good song though. So I think I saw somebody post Cleo Soto, and I was like, yeah, let me tune in. And Promises was hard. I think it was another. It wasn't Promises for sure, but it was another song in her catalog. And then I liked that song. So then I heard Promises and then more songs, and then I was like, yeah, she's hard. So I recommend Promises by her. She makes good music. She's a R&B singer as well. Is she really R&B? I don't even know. I don't want to put like every singer in R&B because you know some people are pop and shit, but I think she is R&B though. But yeah, she has a great voice though. So Promises by Cleo Sol, and then recently I think because I've been working on this damn 20-page paper for so long, it made me go back to I just wanted to hear my SoundCloud music that I was listening to, like my playlist and everything. And there's a reason why SoundCloud is always gonna be my favorite app, bro. All the girls I have in my playlist there, like just listening to them, I was like, damn, what a time when I first heard this. So I was listening to my boy Soss. My boy Soss during quarantine, yo, I was bumping that boy a lot, bro. He's from my hometown too. So shout out, bro, if he's watching it. But I would recommend Maury by my boy Soss. That's on SoundCloud. SoundCloud. He be changing his name. It used to be Cozy Soss, but now I think it's just Soss. So Soss. So if y'all want to look up his music, it's on SoundCloud. Um, yeah, just type in if you want to find his account, because I don't know like how, you know, SoundCloud search should be retarded. Remember, type in Remember and then Soss, because that's his most popular song, and then his go from that song to his artist profile, and then Maury. That song is hard, bro. When I heard that song, I was like, damn, this nigga is really a bucket, bro. That song and I Don't Know. I'm gonna just give y'all two fucking songs from bro. But I Don't Know too. If y'all know BK the Ruler, she hopped on the same beat. It was called Coop. But my boy dropped that like 2 years before her. So I was like, yo. I was like, bro, I heard this shit before. And then when I heard it on SoundCloud, I was like, bro, I knew I heard this shit before. But yeah, my boy Soss hopped on that beat too. I think he slid better than her too. So that song's called I Don't Know. So yeah, that's 4 songs I'm recommending for y'all this week. Easter's tomorrow. Hopefully y'all have a great Easter. I just wanted to get this episode in before Easter too. I already said at the start of the episode, but yeah, it's been like 2 damn weeks that I posted an episode for real. So I just been, yeah, life's just been lifing for real. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in for real. Hopefully y'all stay safe. Playoffs coming. If y'all betting, chill with the money, bro. Take y'all time. But y'all stay safe, and this episode will be uploaded soon. I'll see y'all next week.